Welcome back to my PAM how-to video series. Today I'm going to talk about using web service tasks. By web service task, I mean the calling out to SOAP-based web services. Unlike using the REST service task, you just go directly to configure the REST work item handler. In this case, you have to do some preparation work. In all my previous videos, I've been running PAM on OpenShift. I have a surprise for you. Today I'm going to run PAM, both Business Central and Key Server, as well as a SOAP service on a tiny Raspberry Pi. This is a Raspberry Pi 4 in a passively cooled case. And I'm not even using SSD, I'm just using the SD card. So you may ask, why do I want to do this? This is actually quite significant because these days people are running IoT devices. Imagine you can use PAM to control the business flow, and also you can use business rules to govern what needs to be done. It is very convenient and useful, especially when it's running on a really resource constrained kind of device like Raspberry Pi. So enjoy. Now let us get back to the task at hand. I'm not going to create my own SOAP service. What I'm going to do is just use a SOAP project that is provided by Spring. This is a country's SOAP service. You enter the country name and it gives you back the information regarding that country. I'm going to put the link of this particular SOAP project just below the video. And from here, you can actually access the GitHub project and you can git clone it and then deploy it. Now, I've already logged into the Raspberry Pi. So what I need to do now is to start the PAM process. Before doing that, I just want to show you that this is indeed a Pi and not something disguised as a Pi. So I'm just going to run new fetch. So it tells you that this is actually running on ARM64 architecture, and it is a Pi. Raspberry Pi Model 4. Okay, now I can start the PAM process. While I'm doing that, I can also start the service. So I just started the Spring Boot service. Now I can go to my web browser and enter the WSTO URL. And this is the WSTO URL. Let us interact with the service using SOAP UI. Let us create a new SOAP project. Let's enter the country, Spain. I'll give you the information with the name of the country, population, capital, and also currency. Now let's change to another country. Now it gives you the information regarding United Kingdom, and this is what that particular subservice does. So in order For you to use a SOAP service task, you need to use the WSDL or Web Service Definition Language that is shown here to create some data models. And then you have to upload those data models to PAM and use those data models, configure some process variables. But today we are going to concentrate on how we are going to build those data models using the WSDL. To do that, you have to download the WSDL to Java utility. I have a link next to my video. So what you need to do is install the WSDL to Java, and then you can run the command like this. In here, I'm executing the WSDL to Java utility and specifying that I want to generate a jar file. The jar file name is this country-1.0.0.jar. And I'm going to include the JAXB binding. And then I'm going to specify the URL for the WSDL. So the JAXB binding is something I put in there to govern the code generation. It happens that the PAM data model requires that this data model classes to be serializable. And that's why I have to add this JAXB binding. So let me show you what it does. This is the JAXB bindings. So all it does is ask to include the serializable keyword in the generated classes. Let me just run this. I just made a mistake. It's called JAXB bindings instead of binding. Let's run it again. Now it's generating the data model. It's done. If I look at the directory, you see that it has created this jar file, and also it has created a file called a directory called IO. So let's get into there. Spring. So basically it contains all the Java source files, right? You can examine them. What we need to do is upload this country jar file to PAM. You can see that I'm running it on my Raspberry Pi. You see that it's still running on the Raspberry Pi. Now I have to select this admin function, click on artifact because I want to upload my jar file. So just click on upload here, select the file, select this file, open it, click on upload. Now, because we don't have a POM file, it's asking us for the Maven coordinates. So just enter IO, spring, and then countries. Give it a version number, just say 1.0.0.0. Click on the upload button again. Now it's been uploaded successfully. That is all the preparation work we need to do before we go into the Business Central to the project to configure the web service task to access this external service. And we'll have a look at the generated source code in the next time when we're doing that. And until then, stay safe and healthy. Thank you.